Chezzy?
From the time that I get them saddled until the time that I lope them, the first thing, it depends on how comfortable they are with me getting on them and if I feel they're ready for me to get on. If I feel they're ready for me to get on, honestly, it'll probably be within, time-wise, maybe 15-20 minutes before I'll lope them out, but it's really mostly dependent on how comfortable the horse is at going through the other transitions. If he feels pretty good from a stop to a walk and a walk to a trot, I'll go ahead and see if he'll feel comfortable from a trot to a canter or a lope. That being said, if I go up to ask him to work up into the canter and he feels tight, I'll let him come back down. And if he feels really tight, then maybe I won't do it that day. But most of the time, if they're good from walk to a trot and trot to canter, probably about 20 minutes between that and when I get on.
Do you saying you would lope them every time you rode them for the first time?
No, not necessarily, but I guess if I were going to, more than likely it's within like the first 20 minutes of being on them.
Yeah. See, because I always hear people say, oh, every time you should lope the horse the first time you ride it. But I disagree with that. Like, I mean, and maybe if some of these little quarter horses and stuff and they're gentle, then yeah, I agree, lope it as soon as you can. But some of these horses are a little unbalanced, especially some of these big warm bloods, that are kind of long-legged and things. And they seem to get, when you're going a little faster, it seems to bring out that flight response a little bit too. And sometimes I think there's a lot of value in just kind of walking them around, trotting them around a little bit for maybe a week or 2 weeks or like 3 weeks even. I'm not adverse to leaving it even a little bit longer if that helps the horse. I'm certainly not of the opinion that you should lope it on the first ride, but neither am I of the opinion that you shouldn't. I think it would completely depend on the horse. Fair enough?
Yeah, no, I think that's a good policy.
Yeah. I have great policies.
Yeah. And it's kind of a hard question to answer, kind of like yes or no or black or white, because there is such a variation.
I think the question really was, should you lope the horse the first time you ride it? And I think the answer is no, you shouldn't necessarily unless it's ready. I think with horses you get in as much trouble going too slow sometimes as going too quick. You need to start ticking those boxes when those boxes are there to be ticked. In my opinion.
Fair. Yeah, I agree with that. I think that's fair.